Because if you lower
Yeah.
only without the throttle, the RPMs will even go down more, right? Because of the correlator. Okay, let's try that. So you can please switch off the governor.
Yep. Governor's up.
Okay, keep the 70.
Keep the 70.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly roll down the throttle. When you hear the horn, you can recover. So you just say low RPM, roll on the throttle smoothly.
Yeah.
And lower collective a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm rolling it down now, so we're gonna have a little yaw to the left. Okay.
Okay, lower RPMs.
Nice. Very good recovery. You don't have to lower that much.
Yeah.
So the first input was good, just a little. Nice. So we still have to monitor the RPM because the governor is off.
Yep.
That was pretty smooth. As soon as the RPMs came a little up, you lowered the collective. Very good timing.
Okay.
So let's just, for practice, do one more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll down the throttle a little.
Please send 110 for mod, westbound 1500.
Hey.
Yeah, not top net, that's enough then.
Yeah.
Okay, you can switch the, oh, a little high. You can switch the governor right now.
Governor's on? Long Beach, going to be Alameda northbound.
Okay, don't forget to say low RPM, but the recovery itself was, it was really good. But we also have to call it out, hey, low RPM.
Call it out, okay.
Yeah. Did you ever do an OGE hover?
Sorry?
Did you ever do an OGE hover?
Yeah, I was with you.
With me?
Yeah. At the harbor area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, then that's been a while, huh? So you said we can pull 23.5, right? Or how much is our maximum power?
235.
235, okay. But now we are at 1,500 feet.
Yeah.
So we can probably pull 0.3 less.
Yeah.
So let's say it's 23.2 then.
Yeah.
This is our max power, 23.2. So we can try to go on an OGE hover.
hover, yeah.
So we reduce the airspeed and pull the power.
Yeah.
But we cannot pull more than 23.2.
Yeah.
And if we pull that and we are still descending, then we just don't have enough power for an OGE hover.
Okay.
If that happens, we're gonna go into vortex ring state. And then you recover. But only when we really have more than 300 feet per minute of descent rate.
Okay.
So as soon as you see more than 300, you recover.
Recovery.
Can you remember how to recover?
Protect the ring state.
Yes.
Just collective down and for the cycling, for speed up, and escape the protection ring state.
Nice, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try an OGE hover. Maybe we can make it and just be stable.
For here?
Yeah. Let's just reduce the airspeed.
Reduce airspeed.
The VSI is a little delayed, so watch your feeling. If you feel like you're lower, you're descending, raise a little more. But at the moment we still have a lot of power available, so raise a collective. We'll start descending a little, so let's take all your power.
Power?
Yeah, we wanna try to hover.
Okay.
Okay, a little aft cyclic.
Up cyclic.
So if you choose, so now the airspeed shows a lot, so probably we have a lot of headwind.
Yeah.
But to make sure we are really in an OGE hover, we can check lower collective a little bit, not too much. We can choose 2 points.
Yeah.
Maybe a house and this football field.
Yeah.
And if these 2 points stay at the same point on the windshield, then you know you're not moving forward anymore.
Yeah.
So you can build like a triangle between the 2 points and yourself. And now I feel like we are really not moving, so we are in OGE hover.
Yeah. And we have
now
a
the airspeed goes down, so maybe a little right pedal actually.
Yeah.
Then we have a little better wind.
Light pedals.
Should have a little headwind. Yeah, there is the headwind. Now we have 30 knots, so pretty strong wind actually, huh? And we are 22.5 inches, nice. Okay, then let's lower collective a little bit, that we get into vortex ring state.
Okay.
And when you feel like you are in vortex ring state, you can say, this is vortex ring state and recover.
Okay. Low collective.
Yeah, let's lower a little bit that we start to descend. So we get vibrations, now 200, 300 feet.
Yeah, protect ring state.
Airspeed alive.
Airspeed alive.
Coming out of Alameda northbound, going to be northwest.
Okay, 60 knots attitude. A little more forward airspeed.
Yeah.
60 knots. Okay, you can turn left as well.
Okay, lights are clear.
Left clear. Nice, so it's pretty nice. You could maybe lower collective a little bit more. It was still okay.
Yeah.
But it would be even easier if you lower it more. But you said vortex ring state, you lowered, did the right inputs, and the airspeed alive, so very good vortex ring state. I'm happy with that one.
Okay, thank you.
I think we could hover because we had a nice headwind. Sometimes with a tailwind maybe we don't have enough power, and then you get into vortex ring state before you can come to a stop and hover. But this time it worked out. Okay, let's fly 10 degrees to the left. Or maybe, yeah. That's a good heading, yeah.
Helicopter 21.
You can descend a little bit.
Westbound 1,400.
Let's descend.
Descending here?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So, can you see on this hill there is this sand area on top.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
So this is where we want to land.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, really? Okay,
is that possible?
Yeah, of course. That's a pretty big spot actually.
Okay.
So keep it at least 60 knots. Okay, so we are now speaking about Pinnacle confined area.
Okay.
So an off-airport landing. What we do is we do right circles around this spot.
Okay.
So right circles so that you can always see it pretty good.
Okay.
And
Light turn?
yeah, you can keep this distance and don't turn too much. Just fly here.
Just straight here?
So now you have a really nice view on the spot.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, you can figure out or guess how high it is.
Okay.
So we are at 1,500, 1.4.
Yeah.
Let's raise collective and 60 knots.
60 knots.
And stop descending.
Yeah.
So what do you think? How much lower is it than we are?
For 1,300.
You think the spot is at 1,300?
Yeah.
So 100 feet below us.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we wanna be at least 500 feet above the spot.
Okay.
So then we would have to go to 1,800.
1,800?
So actually the spot is a little lower. So let's just go to 1,600.
600, okay.
Keep the 60 knots in the circle.
Okay.
And now you have to climb a little. So in general, on these circles, most important is you always have it inside.
Yeah.
You keep your airspeed of at least 60 knots.
60 knots.
And then you have a nice altitude, you can keep turning. You want to have a nice altitude between 500 feet and 1,000 feet above the spot. Keep turning, keep turning.
Okay.
And also more or less the same distance to the spot would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're at 1,600, then we start our evaluation.
Okay.
So first, we use the acronym WOPAT. The first thing is W for wind.
For wind, yeah.
Next time, by the way, you should know that by heart. Okay, wind. So we can check if the trees are moving.
Trees are moving?
The trees.
Trees are moving.
Maybe a little bit hard to see.
Yeah, I think so too.
Also the bushes, not moving a lot. So maybe the wind is not very strong down there.
Yeah.
We can also use birds or smoke, or maybe there we see a flag or something.
Yeah.
At the moment here is nothing really, so we can use our ground speed.
Ground speed, yeah.
On your iPad next time you can see the ground speed. So I have now a ground speed of 64.
Yeah.
And now it's 60, and here we have 60 as well.
Yeah.
So it seems like there is no north-south wind.
Yeah.
Because the ground speed and the indicated speed is the same. So let's check west and east. Keep turning.
Keep turning.
60 knots. Okay, now we have 67 here, and I have 57 on my ground speed.
Yeah.
So which means we are slower.
So east wind maybe?
East wind?
Yeah.
So now we are flying to the west, and our ground speed is slower and the...
slower. So wind is from west.
Exactly, the wind is holding us back, right? It's pushing us. So, so we probably have a little west wind.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something we remember now, and then we check obstacles.
Obstacles.
Is there any obstacles that can be dangerous? Do you see something?
Yeah, only for the power plants and trees.
The power lines?
Power lines, yeah.
Yes, very good that you mentioned that. This is a very dangerous obstacle. So
Yeah.
just mention always, hey, there are power lines, we have to be careful.
Yeah.
And yes, trees
And
some
only for
bushes.
trees. Yeah.
And also from this side now there is a little terrain, right? So if we would approach from this side,
Yeah.
it's probably not a good idea because there is terrain that is higher than the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, then we keep this in mind, and now we decide where do we want to approach. So we want to approach somewhere with
south to north.
south to north, okay.
Yeah, south to north.
Why do you think that's good?
Because I can see the pad for well, and the wind is from
Keep your
west.
altitude.
Okay.
Yeah, the wind is from west, okay. Yeah, I think actually south to north, which would be like this, is a good idea because then at least we have no tailwind, maybe a little quartering headwind, which is okay, and there are not a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
Because from the east we would have the terrain we cannot approach.
Yeah, and because of the power lanes.
Yeah, the power lines are actually pretty far away so that we could also approach from here.
Yeah.
But then we would have a tailwind.
Yeah.
So the power lines are far enough away.
Yeah.
This is only now in the circles, we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, you said south to north, okay?
South to north.
And then when you are on the spot, how do you depart? Which direction? So path out, what is your path out?
5 hours?
Yeah, so let's say your path in is south to north.
Yeah, south to north.
What is your path out?
Path out?
Path out, let's keep turning.
Keep turning?
Keep turning to the right.
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty far away now. So what is your path out? So your way out. So approaching from south to north.
Yeah.
And depart.